Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I'm still sick, but honestly, I'm more sick of this situation. Pierre-Luc Dubois, I want to say I have no words, but unfortunately, I do have words. None of them are nice. He has to go. Honestly, Pierre-Luc Dubois has been pretty much labeled now as a team cancer for the Winnipeg Jets. I'm sick and tired of hearing how he wants to go to Montreal. He is pretty much communicating all of this through his agent, and despite the fact that he is still under contract with the Winnipeg Jets, he has been so public, so forthwith with his ideas of playing for the Montreal Canadiens. It's pretty much labeling him as a problem. Because he is a problem. He is 24. He's 2 years older than me. And he cannot stand the concept of having to play for a team that isn't the Canadiens. And we did a little bit of a breakdown on the story so far of Pierre-Luc Dubois. Go check that out. It's pretty recent. It's like, maybe a week and a half old. But yeah, we've got to the point where literally he was showing up to the draft because he expected to be traded. And you know what? I would love to see the look on his face when Gary Bettman announced that they had 2 Habs trades to announce. Just saying. Because this is a problem. This isn't even players not wanting to play in Winnipeg. These are players that are almost holding their contracts up hostage and saying, I will only play for this team. And also, the Habs are rebuilding. Like, technically, yes, they massively improved this year, and they did a huge overhaul on the offensive side. Their defense is still leaving quite a bit to be desired, though. And we don't really know where Carey Price is at physically. So it's not even to say that they're fully ready to like rebuild and stuff like that. But what's happening now is the Jets are screwed. We have no leverage. We can't even, we will lose Pierre-Luc Dubois at some point for nothing. Because we have no leverage to get him to either sign here long-term or to trade him for anything of value. The Habs can wait. The Habs want to wait. Like, Kent Hughes is just like, oh, you want Nick Suzuki? Nah, we'll just wait 2 years for Pierre-Luc Dubois. And and I can't even blame them for that. I don't blame the Habs for knowing what to do in this situation because they have all the cards. The Jets want like Nick Suzuki in a package. Now, honestly, at this point, I'll take Mike Hoffman, Christian Dvorak, and a second-round pick if I can get lucky with it, or the first-round pick that they got from the Florida Panthers, because that'll be a late-round pick. But I don't even think if that's gonna work. We are gonna end up trading him for pennies on the dollar, and it's just sick. It's just sick. We traded Patrick Laine for this. Patrick Laine and Jack Roslovic. Though Jack Roslovic was never gonna resign, but we probably could have traded him for something more worthwhile our time. But yeah, and look at all the Jets fans now going, I wish Patrick Laine would come back. Yeah, me too. But guess what? That ship sailed. That ship sailed away, got shot down to hell, and is gone. And I cannot imagine Pierre-Luc Dubois playing in a Winnipeg Jets uniform in any aspect next year. In any aspect. Because think of it this way, this is gonna be like Matt Duchene on the Avalanche to the moon. Now think about this. I've been looking around, I've been thinking about like comparable situations. The only one I can think of is Matt Duchene, but I'm not gonna besmirch the name of Matt Duchene because Matt Duchene was appropriate about this. He had for the longest time been linked to Nashville, even when he was back on the Avalanche. Now he understood how everything had to work. So when he wanted to trade out of the Avalanche, he didn't just say, trade me to Nashville. No, he said, just trade me. So they traded him to the Ottawa Senators. This also becomes Joe Sakic's masterpiece. He then plays on the Senators, and he doesn't bitch and moan at all. You know what? He puts his head down, sticks to it, and does his job. The Senators are still rebuilding, so they trade him to the Blue Jackets. He plays for the Blue Jackets. He doesn't make it known to the Blue Jackets. He tells the Blue Jackets that he probably doesn't plan to re-sign once he becomes a UFA. And that's understandable because the Jackets got him because they were going all in. Then, in free agency, he signs with Nashville. That is how you appropriately handle the situation when you have years and term and RFA status, or at least status or contract with the team. You do not put them on blast and say, I will not play for your club. You say, okay, I will play as long as I can under contract here before wishing to go elsewhere. That is the appropriate response. This isn't. We're screwed. I don't know what we do with this. I'm just so tired. We're hearing about this all the time. Like how people don't want to play in Winnipeg, but never has it been so relevant with a guy who's actually still under contract that doesn't want to be in Winnipeg. Like, you hear that from other teams, not from the guys on your team. And it's not even a Winnipeg thing. It's a Montreal thing. And some Habs fans don't want him because they think he's a team cancer. Which, yeah, you haven't even had a single point per game season yet. You had a crap year with the Jets, then you had a good year with the Jets, and now you think that you are all that. Enough is enough. Comment down below how you would deal with this PLD situation, but I'm pissed. I'm pissed and I'm still sick. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and guys, you'll probably tune in next when the trade finally happens, right? We'll see you next time.